Let's go. Unit 5, part B. Let's go, guys. The next one. Here, let's talk about something simple. It's called defining versus non-defining relative clauses. What's going on? It's the same about relative clause, but you have to think about another situation. Most of the times, we're gonna add extra information that is not important. What, teacher? Yes, that's not important. Look at extra information, not necessary to distinguish which single person we are talking about. Teacher, oh, can you give me an example? For sure. Look at the example. My brother, who lives in Ontario, is older. Now, look at the defining relative clause. I called my brother who lives in Ontario. It's totally different. Why, teacher, is different? Because probably in the situation here, I have more than one brother, and I called the one who lives in Ontario. It's important because the brother that lives in Ontario. Another one, Belém do Pará. I called my brother who lives in Guamá. So probably I have more brothers in Guamá, Terra Firme, Marco, whatever. The second situation is my brother who lives in Ontario is older. My baby who is a student at AULA is attending class. It's not necessary who studies at AULA. It doesn't make sense. It's not necessary information to understand that she's my daughter. So defining and non-defining relative clauses, it's this. You use non-defining just to give extra information. Look at here. Who lives in Ontario? Another one. We cannot use that. Oh, teacher. In relative clause, we use that? Yes. In non-relative clause, we don't use that. For example, here, the example, that's the mug which or that I bought in Paris. That I bought in Paris. The other example, these bikes, which cost a fortune, are made in Japan. Teacher, can I use here that? No, because it's a non-defined relative clause. It's something that's not important. That's the bike made in Japan. That's the bike which costs a fortune. Doesn't make sense, you know? That's very expensive. Doesn't make sense. It's not necessary extra information. The next part, let's go. Here, relative pronouns can be omitted. Omitted, yes, you can short the sentence. Look at here. Do you like the song which I wrote? So you can omit. Do you like the song I wrote? Number 2, that's the man who I like. So that's the man I like. When you're talking about relative pronouns, not omitted, look at the example.
Não tá gravando?
Yes. They introduced me to John, who I liked. So the situation is, just a second. The situation is, it's not possible be omitted because it's a non-defining relative clause. Just a second, okay? So let's go. No, she's not boring. Okay, now let's go to the exercise.